Right now at 10, the town of Campbell finishing their first municipal well, the next steps to bring clean water to residents. And bringing La Crosse history to life, the downtown tour that's sharing La Crosse's macabre past. Plus, it's the Friday night frenzy, homecomings and battles atop conference standings, all just ahead.
WKBT La Crosse, this is News 8 Now at 10.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us tonight at 10. I'm Ken Kozarowski. Emily is off tonight. A second suspect has been extradited to La Crosse in connection to a sweepstakes scam. Police have arrested Shanice Reeves in Connecticut as of last week. She is one of 5 people accused of scamming a La Crosse couple out of $450,000. Reeves and the first suspect arrested, Malcolm Sterling, are both held on $1 million cash bonds. A judge sentencing a 41-year-old man in La Crosse for a shooting incident at Pettibone Park this summer. Jared Duddles has pleaded no contest to weapons and disorderly conduct charges. He was accused of firing a shotgun toward the river after a verbal argument. The judge said if Duddles doesn't get arrested for 90 days, he'll vacate a 6-month jail sentence. A trial date is set for Lily Peters' alleged killer. Carson Petersberger is set to stand trial on November 2nd of 2026. The 17-year-old suspect is charged with first-degree intentional homicide, first-degree sexual assault, and first-degree child sexual assault. The judge granted a change of venue in this case earlier this year, but it's still unclear if the court plans to bring in an outside jury or move the case to another jurisdiction. Petersberger has pleaded not guilty. Big news in the town of Campbell in its fight against PFAS contamination. The town has finished drilling their first municipal well. This marks the first phase in an effort to bring residents their own clean water. Nearly 5 years ago, contaminants were found in a shallow water aquifer, forcing residents to rely on bottled water instead of their private wells. The new well reaches into a deeper aquifer known as Mount Simon. One resident says she doesn't want a municipal water system, but thinks it's the best option.
I don't see any other options at this point, and my hope is that we can become our own community, supply our own water.
On Monday, the town will begin well pump tests. That will be followed by a 24-hour pump test over a 2-day period. Officials say federal and state funding has supported the project. History enthusiasts have the chance to discover some of La Crosse's unique historical stories. News 8 Now's Brooklyn Hine joins us in studio with the details. Brooklyn.
The Dark La Crosse trolley tours are a fall tradition that take guests deep into the city's past. The tour begins in daylight but shares the darker chapters of La Crosse's history.
We talk about lust, greed, passion, and murder, all the good stuff.
During the 45-minute trolley ride, a storyteller guides attendees through historic events that shape the community.
Creating something that helps the community understand who and what and where they are, and something that is actually kind of fun.
Following the trolley ride, guests arrive at the pump house for refreshments and a presentation from the La Crosse Public Library Archives, the creators behind the tour.
La Crosse has so many rich stories and such a rich, diverse heritage that in order for us to proceed into the future as a healthy, rich, diverse community, we need to know where we came from.
Organizers say the historic tales give the community of La Crosse a chance to further understand the city's roots.
I've been doing these tours now for a long time, and not a season goes by where I don't have at least 1 or 2 people who grew up here come up to me afterwards and say, I didn't know about all that stuff.
The Dark La Crosse trolley tours run through September and October, with this year's final tour on Halloween. Reporting in the studio, Brooklyn Hine, News 8 Now.
Thank you, Brooklyn. Viroqua is celebrating a new 65-unit workforce housing development. Officials held a ribbon cutting for Main Street Apartments today, which includes affordable housing, retail space, and a 6,000-square-foot childcare facility. The La Crosse-based VARC will run the Bumble and Bloom Early Learning Center, which will serve about 65 children ages 6 weeks to 6 years. City leaders say the childcare center addresses a desperate need for working families. North Point Development led the project with support from the state and the city of Viroqua. Students had a hands-on history lesson at Norskadalen today. The Civil War Immersion Weekend features demonstrators showing life in the 1860s. Westby and DeSoto Middle School students attended some field trips this morning. Some more skirmishes are scheduled for 2 p.m. Saturday and 1 p.m. on Sunday. The Charmant Hotel is one of 2 in Wisconsin to win a Michelin key. The hotel has received its 2nd key now. The award is given based on the architecture, location, and the overall stay at a hotel. Michelin keys are fairly new. The first ones in the U.S. were awarded in 2024. Coming up tonight, it's the Friday Night Frenzy. All the local scores and highlights in just a few minutes.
We definitely have a great weekend ahead. Great conditions, temperatures, wind-wise. We have some rain also the track for Sunday night, so we'll look at that. And then what the temperatures have in store for next week. That all coming up on your First One Weather Update after the break.
Monday starting at 5 a.m., breaking the silence on domestic violence. Plus, it starts at 7 and could affect the water in your home. And Art Spot the forecast. We'll see you starting at 5.
Earn a 30-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver for every $60 this Saturday and Sunday. That's a 30-cent fuel saver for every $60 you spend in-store and online. Saturday and Sunday, only at Hy-Vee.
Protect your home with Tundra seamless gutters and gutter helmet from Asher Laston Exteriors. Our highly trained technicians can install the complete water management system for your home with our exclusive custom gutters, gutter helmet, and helmet heat. Gutter helmet is filter free, so it will never clog, guaranteeing you'll never clean your gutters again. Use promo code 20 and receive up to 20% off your entire project. Plus no money down, no payments, and no interest for up to 12 months. Connect with the Asher team today and request a free, no obligation consultation at goasher.com or call us at 888-GO-ASHER.
If you want selection, then that's what we've got at King Furniture. More mattresses. Did you know you spend a third of your life sleeping? So you better have the best mattress you possibly can. King has a huge selection to choose from at every price range. We'll even deliver your new mattress and haul away the old one for free. Take time to find the exact mattress you want because you're going to be sleeping on this for a while. Head into King Furniture today.
Earn a 30-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver for every $60 this Saturday and Sunday. That's a 30-cent fuel saver for every $60 you spend in-store and online. Saturday and Sunday, only at Hy-Vee.
Yeah, we mentioned about frost conditions potentially tonight, too. So overall, if you're looking at the growing season, the gray areas pretty much have already seen that freeze, or actually frost or freeze. Some of the areas have gotten below 28, so that is pretty much done with. The green areas have yet to see widespread areas of those counties involved with frost or freeze. So even though you might have seen it, it just takes at least a couple 2 to 3 hours really below 32 or even 28 to really kill stuff too. So more yet to come on that because we could just steal some. Now tonight there's a little bit of possibility for areas just east of La Crosse. Those covered with that might get down to 32 for a few hours. Everyone else I think will stay above, but it's going to get close enough to, if you want to cover a plant up or bring it back inside, something to keep in mind of too. The good news is we're not going to see that going into Saturday, and I'll show you, we're going to flip around. But there's your high temperatures for tomorrow, mid to upper 60s too, really good conditions, fantastic. Maybe a degree or two cooler for some areas to the southeast, southwest Wisconsin, because they were in the mid 70s before that cold front came through, and even La Crosse too, maybe a degree or two drop. It's a different story further north. As they were cooler, they'll come up a little bit, but all in all, still above average. Light winds too out of the southeast, plenty of blue sky, absolutely fantastic conditions. As I mentioned, we're going to flip the switch for lows going into Sunday because the winds are going to start turning around to the southeast and picking up. So now we're talking more 40s near 50, kind of what we saw this morning too. An increasing cloud cover, high cloud cover throughout the day, and the winds will start picking up towards sunrise. Now for Sunday, it's going to be a lot of clouds probably out there. Probably more in the morning, a little bit less in the afternoon, but it's mid-level or high clouds out there. So still sun getting out, and we should be able to get up into the 70s too. Breezy conditions, potentially windy conditions in the afternoon. Right now, I think it's going to stay dry. The winds, as I mentioned, you can see they'll start picking up even Sunday morning, and that's what's going to help keep the temperatures up Saturday night. And throughout the day, we could see gusts that could get close to 30. Of course, the higher elevations, northeast Iowa and also into southeast Minnesota is typically the locations we can see those winds the strongest typically over our area. But overall, everyone will see probably 25 to 30 in the afternoon. It will continue to the evening before it starts turning around. Now here's all this high cloud cover coming through here. It's trying to pick up some precipitation, but unlikely a lot of that's going to reach the ground. It's later in the evening. You'll start seeing a little bit of activity ahead of it, and then here's the main line. Could be two lines, and it will be coming through at some point Sunday night through Monday morning. There's a little bit of uncertainty how long it'll last Monday. As you see, there's a little bit of a band sticking around for 6 to 7. But overall, most of it should be done in the morning, and amounts fairly light, kind of what we saw last night. There's your temperatures for Monday, closer to average, but still a little bit above too. And even next week, we have a couple days that are close to average, upper 50s in some areas to low 60s here in La Crosse. But we're going to warm right back up with another system. The best chance of rain next week looks to be that Thursday night time frame before we actually warm up to the 70s again. So we're going to get down close to average, but otherwise it's still above average for most of the forecast.
A lot of good days in there.
Oh, absolutely fantastic. The next 2 days too. Get out and enjoy it.
All right. Thank you, Greg. Coming up next in sports, it's the Friday Night Frenzy. We've got highlights, scores, previews, and everything in between as postseason football approaches. Jacob and Cade are next.
If you have a crack like this, well, you have a problem. Today I'm learning how a cracked wall might mean your foundation is sinking.
It always points towards the area where it's sinking. For example, this corner here, we're down almost a full inch of drop.
Right, so that's going down and that's causing the crack.
Correct. And then this door, they don't even use that door anymore. It cannot open.
Innovative Basement Authority is now Groundworks. Schedule a free inspection.
Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota, where every piece of furniture is crafted with quality you can count on. And now, for a limited time, you can save big during our Made in America sale. Solid craftsmanship, timeless style, and the comfort of knowing your furniture is built right here in America. Plus, our trusted team of designers is here to help you put it all together. Shop now during the Made in America sale at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota, family owned for 100 years.
This one, Grandpa.
What are you drawing?
I draw me walking a dog if I had a dog.
Where's my donut?
I have no idea.
Savor life's sweetest moments with a 3-pack of premium donuts on sale for just $2.99.
Wow, Forest Berry Fudge is amazing. This is melting in my mouth.
Dill pickle? Whoa, that's actually good.
Holy fudge. This is the best thing ever.
Expressions brought to you by Valley Fudge and Candy. Find us in Coon Valley, Wisconsin, or order online today.
Find happiness. Find something familiar and new. Find connection. Find culture. Find community. Find yourself at the La Crosse Symphony.
Get your tickets now for opening night and a world premiere October 18th, sponsored by Doctors Jeff and Lisa Drexler and Alex and Jackie Vaver at lacrossesymphony.org.
Proper installation of your new windows make a difference. The team at Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions are factory trained to make sure your windows are installed to last. Call or stop into the showroom for your free estimate.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome into the Frenzy. I'm Jacob, joined by Kate, as always.
It's Week 8, and several local teams have a chance to lock up conference titles this evening. That includes Aquinas.
Blue Gold's Division 4's top-ranked team bringing a perfect 7-0 record into the evening.
Tonight they host the 7th-ranked team in D4, the West Salem Panthers.
Black and orange are perfect in the Coulee this year.
A share of the conference title is on the line as the pair meeting this evening at UWL. Blue Golds get the ball to start the game, facing a 3rd and long, but Ryan Johnson taking a shot, connects with Waylon Hargrove, has the first down and more. Finally brought down inside the 15, then a few plays later, Johnson rolling out, goes back across the field and has Tyson Martin who fights his way in and scores. It's 6-0 Aquinas. West Salem's first drive would be a 3-and-out, and the Aquinas special teams making plays again. Blocks the punt, and Marcus Clark scoops it up, takes it in for the score. Blue Gold's up 12. Panther offense trying to get going. 4th down, McConkey looking to pass, but that's broken up by Henry Burns. Blue Golds take over, and on the ensuing drive, Johnson taking a shot deep down the field and into the hands of Brady Lee. 71 yards for the score. Panthers make it close, but the Blue Golds take it 20-13, the final.
The Mississippi Valley Conference also has a share of the conference crown up for grabs this evening.
Fourth-ranked Holman is the defending MVC champs. They come into the night with a perfect record.
That's right. After losing 2 non-conference games to start the year, Central tallied 5 straight W's in conference.
That means tonight, with the pair meeting, at least a share of the crown is up for grabs.
Empire Stadium, the scene for tonight's bout. And if you like Smash Mouth football, this is the game for you. Pick this one up. First drive, a statement by the Riverhawks. Christian Rudrud scoots up the middle from deep in the red zone. Central goes up 6. Next possession, Vikings quarterback Colin Williams on the keeper. He'll evade a couple tacklers and he will find the end zone. Extra point blocked, so we are tied at 6. Skip ahead to late second quarter. Riverhawks on the doorstep. Guess who? Rudrud with his second score. He's in the pile in there somewhere. That makes it 12-6. So Holman looking for a response, but the Vikes lose the ball in the backfield. Bodies flying on it. Central's Ruben Smith who comes up with it. And the Riverhawks tack on another score before halftime. Rudrud back to pass, but then he tucks it away. And folks, that is a hat trick in the first half. How about those Riverhawks? They are the lone unbeaten team in the MVC as they knock off number 4, Holman.
Onalaska fighting for postseason position. They host Toma, and the vibes were through the roof on homecoming night. Opening drive, Onalaska marching down the field. The pitch to Kason Stetler gives him a walk-in touchdown. It's 6-0. Second quarter, Hilltoppers with it. The swing pass to Luke Siegel. He's got some blockers in front of him. He's finally brought down for a huge chunk play, and from there, on a game plan was 3 words: pound the rock. Carson Zinnicker looking like Cam Scatabo, taking on contact for 6. Next on a drive, more from the ground game. Stetler notching his second score of the night. Onalaska in total control. They take this one in shutout fashion, 41-0.
Elsewhere in the MVC tonight, Logan rolls past Baraboo 49-7. The final there. Sparta takes Reedsburg to OT, but they fall in a shootout 37-31.
Back to the Cooley. Arcadia needing a strong finish to lock up a home playoff game as they visit GET. First quarter, Arcadia's Carter Wegman finds Jonas Slabby for the 12-yard touchdown. It's 8-0 Raiders. To the second, more Arcadia. Logan Breska takes it up the middle for 6. 14-0. Raiders are rolling, and Arcadia keeps piling on. Wegman to Slabby again. 32 yards this time. Raiders up 22. They go on to take it 46-6.
Let's go to Luther hosting Westby, also in the Cooley. Opening drive, third quarter. Luther's Logan Pierce 9-yard touchdown run to make things all tied up at 6. Later, more Luther. Jax Hendrickson is going to get the call. He'll bounce it outside, and watch this. Somehow he's going to stay in bounds for a 48-yard scamper down the sideline. Knights take their first lead of the game. Westby stepping up on defense. Damian Radke is going to get the tackle for loss on third down. But the Knights find the end zone again. Screen pass, Johnny Holub to Hendrickson. 14 yards later, he finds Pater. Knights take care of business, getting the win 32-14. After an upset of number 5 New Glarus last week, Prairie du Chien back at home hosting rival Lancaster. Seconds into the first quarter, Darian Jackson taking the handoff into the end zone to go up 7 after a fumble recovery. Caden Sutter rolls out and connects with Brock Radliff to make it 14-0 for PDC. Flying Arrows respond. Toei Raggets on the keeper to make it 14-6. Then with under 2 left in the first half, it's Radloff on the counter this time. He is going to outrun everyone for the score to make it 28-6. Lancaster would make it interesting late, but it's the Blackhawks that take this one at 28-26. So
a lot of good games, a lot of big games,
big games,
huge conference implications. What a week.
It felt like playoff football tonight for a lot of these games with the weather as well, too. So we got more football coming up after the break, but first, here's the Blackhawk Brigade to take us to break.
Your local Culligan expert helps you take control of your home's water with the world's most efficient softeners and drinking water systems. Culligan also gives you more control of your wallet with a variety of payment options for better water and finances that fit. Contact your local Culligan expert today.
Here at Schneider Heating, we have a huge emphasis on culture, getting along, working together. We follow through on our promises, and we get the job done.
We will do what we need to do to ensure that you are safe
comfortable and happy. We have a lot of veteran installers who really care and even more put their mind at ease by installing Carrier equipment.
We're not just putting in a furnace. You know, you're hiring the whole company. You're hiring our service department, our install department, just a ton of experience. We're very helpful.
At Wisconsin Veterinary Orthopedics, our goal is to help you and your pet in times of need. We specialize in the gold standard for cruciate ligament repair, the TPLO.
I was amazed to see Bear up and running again so soon. They really took good care of him.
Piper had TPLO surgery and is already running again weeks later.
Fetch made possible, one knee at a time. Contact Dr. Mark Hine at Wisconsin Veterinary Orthopedics for an orthopedic consultation today.
What if buying a car felt easy? At Maury's Auto Group, it does. With Maury's Best Price First, there's no haggling, no hassle, just upfront, honest pricing. And with Maury's team, you get guidance, not pressure. You always get more with Maury's. More help, more clarity, and more value. Test drive and compare the top midsize SUVs at our Drive to Compare event, Saturday, October 11th at La Crosse Speedway. Details at drivetocompare.com or go to Maury'sAuto.com and get more with Maury's.
Get an 11% rebate at Menards. Visit our lighting showroom for the latest styles and trends. Right now, get $15 on instant savings on a single qualifying purchase of $100 or more on stock indoor lighting and ceiling fans, plus an 11% rebate. Check out our huge selection of carpet from Looptech Mills. Looptech's carpets are soft, luxurious, and provide ultimate comfort. Get intuitive carpet for 79 cents per square foot after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
All right, welcome back. I hope you want more football because we've got it.
We've got it. A night like tonight is huge for some teams as they hope to make the postseason.
While the Dairyland is out of reach for Melrose Minduro and Blair Taylor, there are still lots to play for.
Absolutely. Wildcats visiting the Mustangs tonight. First quarter, Blair Taylor's Colin Johnson getting the ball. And Colin Johnson's going to turn on the Jets, 31 yards, a big pickup on the opening drive, and later, Wildcats Cole Trapp with the keeper into the end zone. Visitors go up by 8. First possession for Mel Min, Isaiah Kleinsmith gets the handoff, and he gets going. The junior slipping by defenders, weaving his way into the end zone. Quick response by the Mustangs. They trail by 1. Blair Taylor looking to respond on the ensuing drive. Trapp finds Connor Cruz. The senior is going to cruise down the sideline for a big gain right there. Later that drive, it's Johnson again, this time diving the ball across the plane. Wildcats lead 14-7. Second quarter, Mel Min gets their turn. Brady Blake in with the QB keeper on 4th down to keep the drive alive. That helps set up this. On the doorstep, Kleinsmith punches it in. We are all tied up at 14. And late in the quarter, it's Trapp again with the keeper pushing through for the score. Visitors go into the locker room up 22-14. And Blair Taylor goes on to win 30-20.
All right, Cochrane Fountain City secures a share of the Dairyland as they top Independence Gilmanton by a score of 52-0. And Pepin Alma wins handedly over Olivas Drum 47-14. The Eagles still in contention for the Dairyland with a week to go.
Whitehall no trouble with Augusta 51-8 the final there. And Seneca Wazika Steuben beating River Ridge 15-6 in a rivalry game.
In the Scenic Bluffs, Bangor wins the outright conference title as they top New Lisbon 59-12. And Brookwood squeezes out a win 13-12 over Ithaca.
Win for the Falcons. Cashton blanks Hillsborough 36-0. Royal rolls past Necedah 42-6.
All right, 8-player action. DeSoto looking to improve their playoff seeding as they host Highland. The Pirates would get on the board their very first drive. Senior Austin DeFlorian punching it in for 6. And then just a few minutes later, it's the tight end, Bryce Schultz, taking the direct snap. He punches it in as well. That puts the home team up 14, and the Pirates also getting the defense involved. Jackson Tresoni, a nice interception here, coming down with it. That keeps the pressure on in the first quarter. As DeSoto, they go on to take this one 44-14. They improve to 5-2 on the year.
North Crawford finishes off their unbeaten season, taking down Kickapoo Lafarge 55-8. And North Crawford and all 8-player teams in Wisconsin finding out their postseason seeding tomorrow.
Over in Minnesota, Caledonia picking up a huge win over the number 2 team in the division and previously unbeaten Chatfield 14-0. Rushford Peterson falls to Dover Iota 25-6.
Cotter beats Plainville Elgin Millville 47-15 in 9-player action. Mabel Canton stays unbeaten as they top Kingsland 46-8.
Spring Grove beats Lanesboro 28-24, and Houston crushes Bethlehem Academy 60-7.
Kate, Wisconsin's best girls golfers will hit the links at University Ridge outside of Madison on Monday for round 1 of the WIAA State Girls Golf Tournament. The Hilltoppers have hit their peak at the right time. Onalaska edging out Toma by just 1 stroke at sectionals to punch their ticket to state, and the team is excited to show what they can do on the biggest stage.
I think it shows our hard work. We've done a lot this season. We've played a lot better as a team than we have in my 4 seasons. So
if you told me 4 years ago that I would be here going to state on Monday and Tuesday, I wouldn't have believed you, and I'm truly so excited.
It is Onalaska's first time going as a team since 2016. Joining the Hilltoppers in D1 action, Toma's Karma Hasselberger and Westby Rokewa's Maddie Fletcher qualifying in Division 2. Tee time set for 8 a.m. in the morning on Monday. Best of luck to all of them.
They were so excited.
So fun.
That's awesome.
So fun. Coming up on the other side of the break, it's a big sports weekend here in Wisconsin. Got previews of what's in store next.
This Friday through Monday, everyone gets up to 50% off list, plus an extra 15% off already reduced prices. It's Slumberland's Customer Appreciation Sale. October 10th through 13th, shop our wide range of furniture and mattresses at Slumberland Furniture.
All right, bring it in. We got a lot of square footage to cover this season. Square feet! It's all about zone coverage. Make sure we got adequate flow through the routes. Coverage! We got to lock down those escape routes. Block the drafts. Draft! We got our best 5, Kaden, Noah, BJ, Tanner, Jake. We gotta protect Goodman. He's bringing the heat. En fuego. All on you, Goodman. Make us proud.
Bring the heat this season. Call G&T.
For the best seat in air conditioning, guaranteed.
I lost my son to an accidental drug overdose. This is why we created the George Ford Recovery Foundation to champion drug use awareness, funding, and solutions so we don't lose any more kids. You know, there's an effective, simple solution. Narcan kits help save lives in seconds. They're required in schools in many states, but sadly, not in Wisconsin. Help us become the next state to implement them and save lives. So please call your state senator today.
As your local Touchstone Energy Cooperative, we wear many hats. We take pride in serving our members and our community by going the extra mile in everything we do. Because we not only work here, we live here. Touchstone Energy Cooperatives, your source for power and information.
It's Oktoberfest at Fleet Farm with big fun in store for the whole family. Don't miss our Toyland opening at 7 a.m. Saturday, October 11th, where the first 125 customers will get our free annual Toyland toy. Along with toys, kids can get their hands on some real big rigs at our Touch a Truck event from noon till 3. And be sure to enter our pretzel count contest for a chance to win a Fleet Farm gift card. Stop in and celebrate Oktoberfest with us all month long. It's our way of thanking you for shopping Fleet Farm.
This Friday through Monday, everyone gets up to 50% off list, plus an extra 15% off already reduced prices. It's Slumberland's Customer Appreciation Sale. October 10th through 13th, shop our wide range of furniture and mattresses at Slumberland Furniture.
All right, welcome back to the Frenzy. The Brewers using today to reset and recalibrate as tomorrow brings the series finale and the last chance for the Crew to extend their season. First edition of the I-94 rivalry in the playoffs has not disappointed, and a winner-take-all matchup will decide who goes on to face the Dodgers in the NLCS. One of the veterans on the team, Christian Yelich, says the guys will need to be ready to go as Milwaukee looks to win their first postseason series since 2018.
These days happen. Like it's the sport, man. So we got to regroup, and you know, we got one more game to play. So we got to make sure that we're ready to go. I got confidence in these guys in this group. You know, everybody's fine. We're ready to go, and you know, brush this one off here in a few minutes, and you know, walk in tomorrow on the off day and get ready to go for you know, Game 5.
And that Game 5 will be tomorrow night at 7:08 on TBS from Milwaukee.
It took 2 overtimes last, but 4th ranked Lacrosse came away with a huge win over then 9th-ranked Whitewater, but that was last week. Tomorrow, the Eagles welcome in rivals UW Eau Claire, who is off to one of their stronger starts in decades as they sit at 3-1 on the year, and players on UWL say they know they will get tested again this week.
We celebrated it, but we still have the rest of the conference to play. I mean, that was the first game. That was week 1.
At the end of the day, in this league, man, you don't get much time to enjoy stuff. It's like Cinderella, right? At midnight, you're kind of done. And at midnight on Saturday, it was like, okay, I'm sitting there at midnight watching Eau Claire, and I know our offense staff is doing that a little bit too, and so it's just, we move on.
The Eagles have won 7 straight over the Blue Golds. Kickoff at 11:40 at UW Lacrosse.
He was wearing the glass slipper there. Wisconsin Badgers renewing a rivalry dating back to 1894 tomorrow as they welcome Iowa. Cardinal and White lead the all-time series 49-47, but have dropped the last 3. 6 p.m. kickoff on FS1.
That's a big one. And Winona State is back on the road as they visit 14th-ranked Minnesota State. The Warriors have yet to win on the road this year, and with points at a premium, it could be a tall task as the Mavericks allow less than 14 points per game this season.
And Sunday, the Packers back in action. It'll be a quarterback they've seen already this year. It is Joe Flacco leading the way for the Bengals. Kickoff at 3:25, and you can catch the action right here on News 8. Now I'll have a report from that one. But tomorrow we got a big rooting interest.
I'm a little nervous. I'm an Iowa grad. I love my Hawkeyes. But I don't know how this game's going to go. I mean, you guys want the revenge from last year. It's a night game in Camp Randall. I'll be there as a fan, but I'm nervous. I'm nervous for those Badgers.
Going to be a good one. Rivalry games, you never know how they go. After this quick timeout, we got the play of the night. You're watching the Friday Night Frenzy.
Protect your home with Tundra seamless gutters and gutter helmet from Asher Lasting Exteriors. Use promo code 20 and receive up to 20% off your entire project. Plus no money down, no payments, and no interest for up to 12 months. Request a free, no-obligation consultation at goasher.com.
Convenience is a big factor. We're right here in Onalaska.
We're local. You know, we've been here for a long time. We take all insurances. We service and repair many different makes and models of hearing aids. Even if you didn't get your hearing aids with us, we'd be happy to take a look at them.
If your hearing aid is still under warranty, we can do some warranty work for you there.
You know, just walk in. You know, you don't have to have an appointment. I'm happy to help if I can.
Our family is helping your family. Better Hearing Center, Onalaska, next to St. Pat's Church.
Interested in a heat pump for your home? Here at G&T, we've got an offer to sweeten the deal. Qualified customers can get up to $8,000 off a new Goodman heat pump system and a $2,000 tax credit for this year. In most cases, you'll pay less for this heat pump and furnace system installation, as well as over time with its efficiency and energy savings. Seriously, a Goodman heat pump that's smaller and more efficient for less. Plus, it's installed by an amazing team of skilled technicians with quality you can count on and experience you can trust. Interested? Call G&T for the best heating and air conditioning guaranteed.
Soar into a new career at Eagle Crest Communities.
After high school, I joined Eagle Crest Communities. I did not know what I wanted to do for a career, and I really found a passion for working with our senior population. They care about me just as much as I care about them. Being able to be a part of their day is a really special thing for me, and it's given me a purpose in life.
Learn more at eaglecrestlife.org.
We see you out there doing things your way. So why do you buy from the same retail giants as everyone else? You could be getting the same trusted products you want and need at the lowest possible prices from a family-owned company you can be proud to shop with. Be an original and head to Blaine's Farm and Fleet to find value on the things you value, in-store or online, with convenient same-day delivery or drive-through pickup right here at Blaine's Farm and Fleet. Be an original.
Increase your home's energy efficiency and enjoy year-round comfort with Asher Lasting Exteriors. Receive up to 20% off your entire project, plus no money down, no payments, and no interest for up to 12 months. Request a free, no-obligation consultation at goasher.com.
All right, welcome back to the Friday Night Frenzy. It's time for that lovely play of the night.
Sure is. We go back to the Luther game. The Knights were marching down the field. It's Jax Hendrickson getting the carry, and Jax Hendrickson tiptoeing down the sideline, finding a way to stay in bounds. Nice work by our cameraman there, getting out of the way just in case bodies were flying. Luther would get the win. 32-14 was the final. Great job by Jax Hendrickson to play the night. Kate, I can't believe it is the last week of the regular season next week already.
It's flown by. I mean, just one more week, and then the playoffs begin. I can't believe that. It feels like it was 2 weeks ago that we started doing
It really does. And we got playoffs tomorrow, too, for the Brewers. What do they got to do to get it done?
They got to get the bats back going, and they got to get out of the first inning. I mean, the Cubs have just dominated that first inning all series long. The bullpen, I don't know who's going to be pitching. It's going to be all hands on deck. I'm nervous for that one as well. A lot to be nervous about this
We will
week.
see what happens. It's a big sports weekend, and we're looking forward to it. Hope you'll join us for the highlights and all that fun stuff. But that'll do it for us tonight. For Kate Overton, I'm Jacob Lenzendorf. Have yourself a great weekend.